DDP could be out for a while, according to Kyle Bahayo. He was telling AG Fight. I heard from another source a little closer to Drickus' camp that it was an injury that seems to be a little serious, like a broken shin. I don't know, something like that. He'll be out for 6 months, and that would make it easier for the UFC to put an interim title on the line, so I'm waiting for that. This fight with Hamza will only happen if it's for an interim belt. Bahayo's looking to fight Hamza for an interim title, maybe UFC 317, June 28th, International Fight Week. Topuria is going to be on that card, maybe for fighting for an interim belt too against Oliveira, so maybe they could do a double interim title. Chael Sonnen is saying that Aspinall will take on Gane for an interim belt.
Tom Aspinall versus Cyril Gane. Are you ready? Are you ready? Are you ready? For the interim championship. Now, I will back the moves.
If that was the case, they could do a whole interim title card, June 28th, UFC 317, interim National Fight Week. Topuria versus Oliveira for an interim lightweight title. Aspinall versus Gane for an interim heavyweight title. Hamzat versus Bahayo for an interim middleweight title. Aspinall is going to go down as the greatest interim champion in the history of the sport. Ahmad Hassanzada was supposed to be making his UFC debut Saturday, but he was arrested on a couple of felony charges for lewd acts with a minor. His next court appearance is going to be next Wednesday. Bail review and settlement conference. His bail was $400,000. Hassanzada on the left has a co-defendant on the right, Karula Kakar. He's also an MMA fighter. Well, an amateur MMA fighter with a record of 2-0. He was in the corner of Hassanzada when Hassanzada was on Dana White's Contender Series. Ian Gary likes the idea of Islam Makhachev moving up to 170. He has interest in fighting him at some point. Best case scenario for Makhachev is if JDM becomes the champion. That way he can fight a guy who isn't his friend instead of fighting Bilal. And stylistically, it's a better matchup for him too, fighting a striker.
Islam Makhachev is the pound-for-pound number one. You got to give respect where respect is due. And if that man turns up and says, I want to be next, then I think everyone in the welterweight division goes, okay. And I think if you try to argue that, then you don't have respect for the greatest in the world. I think he's an absolute disaster for everyone in the division if he comes up and doesn't have to cut weight. He'll still be big. He'll still be strong. He's the perfect example of the new evolution of fighters. Great everywhere. You look at Khabib, and Khabib was just dominant at grappling. Islam's the exact same. Probably more clean when it comes to his grappling. Mm-hmm. Not the same dog pressure that Khabib has. And when you look at Islam on the feet, I mean, dude, he can crack. So I think he makes the welterweight division even more fun. And and I have nothing but respect for the man. But I'm someone who wants to test myself against the best in the world, and I would love to test myself against him.
Ian Gary was talking about getting like a 5th round KO over Carlos Prates. Prates says he didn't knock Neil Magny out, and Magny had a bruised leg, no leg. And he says he's going to knock me out? No way. More likely, if Gary wins, he has a better chance of winning by decision. He'll probably use his grappling at some point like he did versus MVP. Prates, if he wins, has a more likely chance of getting the knockout. Kansas City is the host city for the UFC Saturday night. Prates threw the first pitch at the Kansas City Royals baseball game, and it was a good throw.
It don't matter what we say outside of the octagon. For me, don't gonna matter. You know, when step on the cage, no emotions, no feeling, just get the job done. You know, just win the fight. Don't matter where, no matter how. The second main event in a row. I was training already to fight Geoff Neal, and he got injured. It is what it is, but it's my work. I have to fight, you know, no matter who, no matter how many times, like short notice or not. I just training all the time, every day. So I'm ready to fight tomorrow, after tomorrow, next month. His last fight, he lost, but also he got short notice. He have a really good level, But I try to don't think about that, you know. I just think about me, about myself. Yeah, I think it would be after BT Young Gary, I'm gonna be maybe one fight too far away of the title shot.
Hamzat posted this image of him choking Bohayo, but Bohayo says he doesn't care about stuff like that. He has no ego in the fight game and training and stuff like that.
This didn't like make me feel anything because, as I said to you, I have no ego, bro. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
That's my mission in life, to control my ego, to be a better man, a better athlete, a better father, a better brother, a better son. Like, I use the fighting game to make me a better human, you know? So I know all these guys are full of ego and all this shit. I'm not, you know? So I'm very calm about what I can do. I'm very, I know who I can be in this sport and what I can do. You know, I don't need to be showing that in the gym every day, hurting all the guys in the gym. You know, I'm the most, I think the better guy to train with. You know, because I'm never there to like hurt you or anything like that. You know what I mean? So if I wasn't like a bad guy, a bad sparring partner or anything like that, do you think that Strickland would call me to do 5 rounds with sparring with him in like Tuesday on fight week? Never, bro.
Of course not.
And I've been everywhere.
If Mozart fought more often, all his problems be solved. He fought 7 times in the last 5 years. Diego Lopez fought 7 times in the last 2 years. How the hell is Yair ranked that high when his last fight before Pitbull was a loss against Ortega? Strickland throwing elbows is diabolical. Goff versus knockout. Billy Ray Goff versus Sukhyun Ko, May 31st at the UFC Apex.
My dreams, what am I?
You're on your way.
All I know is if I can have that extra 3% athleticism, right? And that beautiful fucking skin that when I get sweaty, I look like I'm covered in crystals. I'm like, shit, I would be money.
Hey, how you doing?
So, how handsome is he? Oh, not bad. Hey, Nielsen. So, is it true? Is it better?
Shroom Bar is built for fighters. Every bar has 4 functional mushrooms. Cordyceps will boost your energy and endurance, so your opponent gasses out first. Lion's Mane keeps you focused and clear, so you can worry about what actually matters. Reishi reduces stress and keeps you calm. And Turkey Tail boosts your immune system, which I know y'all need because you're on those nasty-ass gym mats.